Hi there, welcome back to another Crypto Dave video. So in today's video I'm doing the May 2026 update for our 4-year experiment. So let's jump straight in and find out what happened over the last month. And as you can see here, current total as of 1st of June, so I took the figures yesterday, 424,000 we had, and the total invested up to 416,000, so that's about another 50 odd $1,000 that I added over the last month. I've now finished all the new money that's going to go into this experiment. Put the last chunk in last Friday, so there'll be no more invested for the rest of this experiment. Excuse me. So what I will do on the next video is, or the next update is, redo the figures. So when we initially started this experiment, it was going to be 200,000. See if we could convert 200,000 into 1.2 million. Obviously, we've invested more now, so I'll redo the targets, which will be substantially higher than when we first started. But I'll redo those targets, and I'm going to add some extra graphs of showing where we are in comparison to where we need to be to hit that target by the end of this 4-year period. So in terms of what I've done this month, I did a small amount of USDC on Camino. It's just earning interest, a very small amount. I think it was like 500 bucks. I closed my position on XtraFi. That was only like $1,000 odd, and added that into a Pendle position, which I think matures somewhere around the 20th of this month. So I'll sort that out once it goes, and we might grab another one, depending on the price of Bitcoin, whether we want to tie it up and how long we want to tie it up for. And then I've added more USDC to Ledn. So basically all the new money, so you can see this is about 50 odd thousand more than the previous month. All the new money I've been putting into Ledn. I use that almost like as a store. It's earning interest there. Now the rates on Ledn are dropping a little bit. I noticed this month going forward, I'll be earning less than last month. I think they're down to, I think it's around 5% on the first 100,000 and 6% on balances above that. I think my blended rate, projected blended rate for this next month is 5.68%, somewhere around there. So still decent, and still slightly better than you're getting on a lot of the bigger sort of platforms like kind of Aave, but it's starting to get kind of squeezed there. I think as more and more people accept we are in a bear market now, there's more people holding dollars, USDC and other stable coins. I think the rates are getting squeezed a little bit there. But let's jump over and have a look at what we've invested and what we've actually got. So I've change these columns around. So invested is the first column now, and the actual amount is the second column, the green column. So obviously 1st of January when we started the experiment, they were the same. And then we had 3 good months. And obviously in May I had to account for the big loss on drift. So we lost 49,300, somewhere around that. It's not looking great for what's kind of coming back for drift. I imagine they are going to, I anticipate them relaunching the platform probably this month, probably towards the second half of June. But the amount that's going into this recovery pool looked pretty poor. I think it was like they were quoting somewhere around 3.7 million, which was, it's like 1 point something% of whatever we kind of lost. So we'll see what happens. We'll see how much and how quickly that pool increases in kind of size, and see what happens. But it's not looking good for getting really much of that money back at all. You might get a few thousand back this year or so, but I think you're looking at multi-year recovery. And when I say multi, I'm talking, it looks at the rates that they're putting money into it. We'll see what happens, but maybe 10 years or something to get made completely good. So you can see then in June we are starting to make a little bit more money. If we jump forward into the profit loss, I've actually added the figures into this now to make it a little bit easier. So obviously February good, March doing really well. Little drawback in April. This is because the price of Bitcoin went up and the price of crypto kind of went up, and we're net short on our positions on Bitcoin and Solana. Then essentially all that profit went in the drift hat, which I accounted for here with 170 bucks. I made these slightly more accurate rather than rounding them to the nearest 1,000. And then this month, so we made about 7 grand over the last month. So the price of Bitcoin went up quite a lot in the beginning of May, but it started to come down then again at the end of May, and that's kind of helped our overall positions. Thanks very much for watching. As I said, in next month's video, I will do some additional kind of graphs where we are in terms of the targets, and I'll redo the targets from 1.2 million to whatever it's going to be now that we're hoping to hit. A few people have also asked me exactly what positions I'm in. So in the updates I tell you kind of the changes that I've done each month, but a lot of people are like, well, I'm not sure exactly what you're in. So I will do a video in the next couple of weeks between the next 2 update videos, or before the next update video, to actually run over exactly all the different positions, the chains, the platforms, everything I'm using. So thanks for the feedback on that, and I will do that in the next couple of weeks. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you're all doing well. If you can give me a thumbs up and a like, if you could comment below, that would be fantastic. Hopefully I'll see you on the next video, but until then, have a great day. Bye bye.